We are now in what I call the Golden Accumulation Zone. If there were ever a time to start paying attention to the altcoin market, it is right now. As you know, Bitcoin has made some crazy moves lately. So many people are head over heels for Grandpa BTC, like they're looking for a sugar daddy. But Bitcoin is a distraction that will lead many people to make good money, but not life-changing money. We're going to examine what this Golden Accumulation Zone is, and I'm going to kick off the party with the return of the Moonshot of the Week. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. Every day I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money, I know you do, then please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to check out my new DEX aggregator, bitswapdex.io. I explained it yesterday in a video. Basically, it crawls now 14 DEXs like Uniswap, Kyber, and many others to find you the absolute best price and liquidity on your decentralized exchange trades so you can get the most bang for your buck. Make sure to check it out. Now, today we're going to be taking a look at the Golden Accumulation Zone for the crypto markets and why it is so crucial to be on the lookout for prime altcoins now. This will prepare us to look at the return of our Moonshot of the Week, so stay tuned for that, you degens. Definitely don't want to miss that one. The most important thing to understand right now about altcoin season is that it is not here yet. But this is the singular point most people miss out on and misunderstand. By the time altcoin season hits, it's already too late to make the biggest gains. Like, yeah, when a coin pumps 100% during altcoin season, it most likely still has a few 100% to go, so you can still make money. But just like the beginning investors in Bitcoin, the biggest gains have already been realized. Let's apply some simple math here in an example. Assume a crypto project is around 10 cents when you buy. Put $100 into it and get 1,000 tokens. The price doubles right after you buy it. Now you have $200 for a 100% gain. Now, let's say it goes up another 100% the next day. Now you have $400 and have made 300% gains. Your friend bought in after the first pump. We'll ignore the fact that he shouldn't have FOMO'd in, but whatever. He put a $100 investment in, but he only got 500 coins for that investment since the price was at 20 cents when he bought. It doubled from when you bought. When the price doubled the second time, he now had $200 and a 100% gain. But still, just 500 coins compared to your 1,000 coins. Stick with me here. No matter how much the coin goes up from there, you will always have literally twice as much as your friend. He only bought in a day behind you and will never be able to catch your investment. If the coin goes up to $10 each in a 100x scenario, which absolutely does happen in altcoin season, that one-day difference in buying leads to him having $5,000 and you having $10,000. If you were to have started with $1,000 of the token instead of a modest $100, your friend would have $50K and you would have $100K. That $50,000 difference would be due to basically one daily move on a chart. And I want to reiterate this. In altcoin season, this happens and happens frequently. But the issue, as I mentioned before, is people are solely focused on Bitcoin or even Ethereum right now, which I love Ethereum. That focus, while on something very positive, could prevent you from seeing what is happening in the altcoin market. Remember these words. Good is the enemy of best. Doing good things is the enemy of doing the best things. And I believe the best gains will be found in altcoin moonshots. So let's bring on CryptoWendyO to do some TA on Bitcoin here to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Hey, Wendy, if you can, I know you can, go ahead and break it down for us.
Thanks for having me back, BitBoy, and shout out to the Bit Squad. And on today's TA segment, we're going to focus primarily on Bitcoin because Bitcoin has stolen the show. We are currently testing about $16,100. This is an extremely crucial area of resistance. As you can see, we built some very strong resistance back on December 27th on 2017. Important area. Also too, I'll talk about this death drop in a minute, but right now, if you take a look at the Bitcoin 3-day chart, we are looking extremely bullish. You take a look at the Bitcoin daily chart, we are also looking pretty bullish. We've been balancing on this EMA 9 perfectly since about October 9th, which is absolutely beautiful. Anytime you see your EMAs set up like this, where they're pointed upward, and you've got your lower EMAs above the higher ones, that is extremely bullish. The EMA 9, the EMA 21, the EMA EMA 50, the EMA 100, and the EMA 200. Absolutely beautiful. Why do I have this death drop here with a 30% correction? Well, let's take a look at the weekly chart. I'm not going to say this is going to happen right away, but this is something you do want to expect. Back in September 2017, we experienced a 36% drop from about $4,900 to about $3,100. I do think Bitcoin will actually repeat this. However, I'm not thinking it's going to happen right away or anytime soon. I actually do think that we will be able to flip 16,500 pretty soon, just because the market is so bullish. If you look at all the lower time frames, everything is actually looking really, really decent. However, this is not a good time for you guys to get into alt, and I'll show you exactly why. Taking a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart right here, we are seeing a beautiful green candle. This is great for Bitcoin. However, if we hit 70 on the Bitcoin dominance chart, it's going to actually hurt alt. Anytime you see green candles on the Bitcoin dominance chart and Bitcoin dominance is increasing, that is bad for alt. When you want to get in with alt is when Bitcoin dominance is consolidating, it's going sideways. We had this beautiful area of resistance created about 66 over here. We dropped, altcoins dropped as well. Bitcoin dropped as well, but we had consolidation. And when you see a lot of consolidation with Bitcoin or on the Bitcoin dominance chart, that will actually indicate that alts will be doing pretty well. And that's why I want to say earlier this week, last week, we had some alts going, making decent moves. So as far as investing in alts right now, I would actually take a step back and really kind of focus primarily on Bitcoin. You can trade Bitcoin, but with alts, I would set limit buys and go ahead and decide whether you want to invest in those. But I would not really invest right now. I would wait, as all eyes are on Bitcoin, and you can actually do pretty well trading Bitcoin if you play your cards right. But yes, there will be a time for alts, but it is not right now.
Thanks, Wendy. You guys don't forget, go subscribe to CryptoWendyO on YouTube. Now, I like Wendy's TA here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is looking juicier than alts right now for sure. But the issue many people have is that they ignore altcoins when they aren't pumping. But remember our scenario from earlier in the video. Once they start pumping, it's too late to get in before the hyperbolic runs begin. Listen, I wasn't that interested in smaller alts the last 2 months. But I think now we are in what I call the Golden Accumulation Zone. This is the part of a chart you will look at in a year from now and say to yourself, that would have been the perfect time to get into altcoins before they exploded. And it's kind of secret. People don't really know about this in general, it seems like. It's why retail investors generally lose. Of course, the best time to get invested in any asset is at an all-time low. Often when coins have huge drops in a bear market, they have long-winded accumulation zones, allowing people plenty of time, some would say too much time, to get in at relatively the same spot. But in a bull market like we're in now and we're heading to, the accumulation zones can be a little more volatile, and certainly they disappear quickly. Right now, we are in the window where Bitcoin is crushing it and alts are meh. Because of the Bitcoin price increases, people are taking their eyes off of altcoins. And this is to our advantage. And notice, the last 2 months or so, I haven't been doing top coin videos or moonshot videos. A shift is occurring right now, though. We may not see the parabolic moves from alts this month or even next month. We could, but maybe not. But they will see increases and gains. And while maybe not parabolic, the gains will be significant. Each percent you gain over someone else over this period, as we saw earlier, makes a huge difference in the long run in the size of your portfolio. Because of this, today marks the return of my weekly Moonshot of the Week videos on Friday. I wasn't doing them because I lost confidence in the short term for moonshots in general. But now the confidence is back. On Tuesday, I talked about 3 to 4 good candidates for the Moonshot of the Week. One of those was Smart Credit, and after that video I did, it mooned. Tuesday it was sitting at $1.13. Today it's at $3.53 after a 10% drop. We called that one dead on. So for today's video, I went with another option here, which is a little bit different than we've ever done before for a moonshot. It's actually still in pre-sale. The name of the project is Carbon, and it hasn't even reached its soft cap yet. I'm very confident it will meet the soft cap, but whether or not it will reach the hard cap has still yet to be determined. But that's kind of what you want. When the soft cap of a sale gets hit, but hard cap doesn't, that means there are enough investors to make it viable, but not too many who would look for the first sight of selling their gains off. The beautiful thing is that now, as we prepare for moons and Lambos all around, there won't be nearly the same level of motivation to sell in the short term that we've seen over the last several months. Some of the biggest gains people made in 2017 were from token sales. Then they were in the form of centralized ICOs, or initial coin offerings. Now we have decentralized token sales and trading. As many of you know, I'm officially a partner with Distex, a token sale launching platform that provides locked liquidity and prevents scams. You can trust it. Carbon is the first sale on the Distex platform, so I've been particularly interested in it and how it does. I told Carbon I would be choosing them as the Moonshot of the week, and they told me they wanted to sponsor this video, so thank you to Carbon for supporting the channel. But I was choosing it anyways, as we talked about it on my live stream on Tuesday, so remember that. Also guys, if you want me to consider token sales for Moonshot of the week, or you would rather me stick to already launched projects, go ahead and drop me a comment below. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. But the basis of Carbon is this: get all of your crypto social needs met in one social crypto hub. There are a ton of other cool features that help you make money with the Carbon token, with standard DeFi features like rewards, but I'm way more interested personally in the utility of this social crypto hub and the other tools Carbon is bringing to the table. In crypto, it is hard to keep up with everything coming at you. It comes quick. And the Carbon white paper lays out that perfectly, as it describes the struggle to manage your decentralized life. Apps for everything, and it often results in overload. A one-stop shop crypto hub would not only be extremely convenient, but also would help you save precious steps and seconds in clicking between apps as you make trades. Sometimes 1 second can be the difference in hundreds or thousands of dollars going the other way in trading, sometimes more. MetaMask itself will also be operable with Carbon, so you can do everything inside one app. It reminds me of what they call Chinese super apps. For many people in China, they never even have to leave the WeChat app. It can do everything: chat, browse social media, read reviews, send payments, and of course, send nudes. Bottom line, it's way more convenient and I believe useful. Something that has utility and has the potential to make people money is the best of both worlds. Some say the best since Hannah Montana, am I right? Fun fact, the original name of Hannah Montana was supposed to be Alexis, Texas. Don't Google that. But the Carbon token sale is live right now on the Distex app. If you're interested, you can visit app.distex.io and click token sales. That's a true story, by the way. Here, you guys can see all of the token sale info. Also, make sure to visit crbn.io to learn more about the benefits, rewards, tools, and other aspects of this project. Let me know what you guys think. Now, does Carbon have what it takes? Drop me a comment and let me know. That's all I got. Be blessed. Big boy out.